Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coffee or Tea.
The podcast where two friends argue about everything.
Politely argue, Alex. Politely.
Right. Very politely. With snacks.
I'm Jamie, the sensible one.
And I'm Alex, the fun one.
He means the reckless one.
Potato.
Today's big question is, street food or restaurant food?
Oh, I love this topic. I could talk about food all day.
You basically do. Yesterday, you described a taco for 20 minutes.
It was a very good taco, Jamie. It deserved 20 minutes.
Okay, fair enough.
So listeners, here's today's question. Where do you prefer to eat?
Do you love street food? Quick, cheap, and exciting?
Or do you prefer a restaurant? Comfortable, clean, and consistent.
Think about your answer before we start.
And hey, if you skip breakfast to listen to us, I'm sorry.
Don't listen to us on an empty stomach. Seriously.
You'll be hungry in 2 minutes.
Okay, so who goes first today?
You should go first, Jamie.
Really? Why?
Because your side is the boring side. Get it over with.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Alex.
Just kidding. Go ahead, Jamie. The floor is yours.
Fine. Listeners, I am team restaurant food. All the way. In my opinion, restaurant food is simply the better choice. My first reason is hygiene.
Okay.
Restaurants have rules. They have inspections. Someone checks the kitchen.
That's true?
With street food, you don't always know how the food was prepared. I once ate street food in the summer, and I felt sick the next day.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm careful now. Hygiene really matters to me.
Okay, I hear you.
My second reason is comfort.
Tell me more.
In a restaurant, you sit down. You have a table, a chair, a napkin.
Fancy.
It's not just fancy, it's relaxing. You're not standing on a busy street. You're not holding your plate and your bag. That's a good point. Eating should be a calm experience, not a juggling act. For me, sitting down makes the food taste better. Really? Yes. When you're relaxed, you enjoy your food more. Interesting. And one more thing. Consistency. Okay. In a restaurant, the menu is the same every time. True. You know what you're going to get. With street food, one day it's great, the next day it's different.
That happens, yes.
Maybe the vendor changed an ingredient. Maybe it's a different cook. I like to know what I'm getting. That's why I prefer restaurants.
Okay. You've made your case, Jamie.
Thank you. I think it was very sensible.
Very sensible. Very Jamie.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, listeners, now it's my turn. I have to disagree with Jamie.
Of course you do.
Street food is better. It's not even close. My first reason is flavor.
Okay.
Street food vendors make one or two things. That's it.
That's true.
And they make those things every single day. They become experts. For example, think about a noodle cart in Bangkok.
Okay.
That person has made the same noodles for 20 years.
Really?
The flavor is incredible. No restaurant can match it.
That's a good point, actually.
From my point of view, passion makes the best food. Street food vendors cook with passion every single day.
I see what you mean.
My second reason is price.
Okay.
Street food is much cheaper than restaurant food.
That's true.
For the price of one restaurant meal, you can try 5 street foods.
True.
That means more variety, more adventure, more fun.
More stomach aches, maybe.
Not if you choose wisely. Personally, I'd say cheap and delicious beats expensive and average.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
And there's something else. The experience.
The experience?
Yes. Street food is part of a culture.
Tell me more.
When you eat street food, you're outside. You're with people. You smell the food cooking right in front of you.
That does smell good, I admit.
You see the vendor working. It's like a little show. In my opinion, that's an experience a restaurant can't give you.
Okay.
Compared to sitting in a quiet restaurant, street food is alive.
It is lively, yes.
The best thing about street food is that it connects you to a place.
I see what you mean.
You're not just eating. You're experiencing a city, a neighborhood.
That's actually a nice way to look at it.
So listeners, flavor, price, experience. Street food wins every time.
We'll see about that in the rebuttal.
Bring it on, Jamie.
Okay, Alex, you talked about hygiene. Can I come back to that?
Sure.
I see your point about passion and flavor. Really, I do.
Thank you.
But passion doesn't protect you from food poisoning.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Really? How do you know the food is safe?
You look for busy stalls. If lots of people eat there, it's safe.
That's true. However, crowds don't guarantee clean kitchens.
I see your point, but I've eaten street food all over the world.
And?
I've been fine almost every time.
Almost?
Okay, almost. But restaurants make people sick too sometimes.
That's true. No place is perfect.
Exactly. So hygiene isn't only a street food problem.
I have to disagree a little. Restaurants have more checks.
On the other hand, street vendors have a reputation to protect.
What do you mean?
If a vendor makes someone sick, they lose all their customers.
That's a good point, actually.
So they care a lot about keeping people healthy.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Now, what about your comfort argument?
What about it?
I think sitting in a quiet restaurant can be boring.
Boring. I'm not sure I agree.
You're inside. You can't see the street. You can't feel the energy.
I see your point, but I don't want energy when I'm eating.
Really?
I want to relax. I want to focus on the food and my company.
That's fair.
Compared to a noisy street corner, a restaurant feels peaceful.
I see what you mean, but peaceful isn't always fun.
For you, nothing is ever calm enough.
True. And what about price, Jamie?
Okay, yes, street food is cheaper. I agree with you on that.
Thank you.
But cheap doesn't always mean better value.
What do you mean?
In a restaurant, you pay for the whole experience. Service, space, everything. That's true. However,
I'm not always in the mood to pay for all that.
I get that. Sometimes you just want a quick bite.
Exactly. And street food is perfect for that.
On the other hand, for a special dinner, a restaurant is better.
Okay, I can agree with that.
So maybe it depends on the situation.
Maybe, but day-to-day eating, street food wins.
I have to disagree. Day to day, I want something I can trust.
And I want something I can discover.
That's very you, Alex.
And restaurants are very you, Jamie.
I think we can agree to disagree on this one.
Agreed. We both just want good food in the end.
That, at least, we agree on completely.
Maybe we both win.
Okay, listeners, that was today's debate. Street food versus restaurant food.
And street food won. I'm just saying.
No one won. It's a tie.
Fine. A delicious tie.
Now let's do our language recap. This is the part where we review useful phrases.
Great for your English practice this week.
First phrase, in my opinion.
You use this to share what you think.
For example, in my opinion, street food is more exciting.
Try it today. Tell someone your opinion about anything.
Second phrase, I have to disagree.
This is a polite way to say you don't agree.
For example, I have to disagree. Restaurants are more relaxing.
It sounds polite. It doesn't sound rude.
Third phrase, I see your point, but.
This means I understand you, but I still think differently.
For example, I see your point, but street food isn't always safe.
This phrase is very useful in debates and conversations.
Fourth phrase, compared to.
You use this to show a difference between two things.
For example, compared to street food, restaurants are more comfortable.
Or, compared to restaurants, street food is more exciting.
Fifth phrase, on the other hand.
This helps you introduce a different idea or the opposite view.
For example, street food is cheap. On the other hand, it can be risky.
It's a great way to show two sides of something.
And our last phrase, we can agree to disagree.
This means we both have different opinions, and that's okay.
For example, you like restaurants, I like street food. We can agree to disagree.
It's a friendly way to end a debate without anyone losing.
Try to use at least one of these phrases this week.
In a conversation, a text message, anywhere.
Now, here's our question for you in the comments.
Street food or restaurant food? Which do you prefer? And why?
Tell us about your favorite street food or your favorite restaurant.
We love reading your answers. It's the best part of our week.
It really is. Thank you for listening to Coffee or Tea.
Next episode, we're going to debate something very interesting.
Are you ready? Next time, working from home or working in an office?
Oh, I already know my side.
Of course you do.
You'll have to listen to find out.
Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and keep the debate going.
And eat something delicious today. Street food preferred.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.